First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. The veteran kicker Robbie Gould set to get us started, and off we go from Soldier Field. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Fields. And he slings one that's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On play action, Fields. For Marshall, that's complete. And some space here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Off play action, Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line. Okay, ready?
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. There you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They'll be caught by Rice. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw, Kaepernick. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Now a give, right side. Craig. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you can dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of 1st. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The slot man in motion right. Throwing on 2nd down. Montana. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. He's at the 30. 10. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darryl Green or Rob Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
That's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 49ers 5-yard line.
Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a run.
Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Peyton. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he will bring this this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Hester going to decide against a return, and they will spot this at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one taken in by Hester. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. On 1st down, it's Craig. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Right back to him on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw now. Young. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Montana. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. On the return, Hester. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3-and-out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. On 2nd down, here's Fields. Rolling to his right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 8 yards. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. Open man downfield is Sanders. He's got him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a handoff inside. It's Peyton. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 2nd and 7, Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but Jeffrey.
Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try to buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
A final shot before the break. Fields. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And they've got to be sick over that opening kickoff. They get the ball, hoping to go down and score, and just like that, they cough it up, the other team scores.
Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalpost. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now Montana. And that will be incomplete. Misses yet again. The struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
Here's Hester. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's Peyton up the middle, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Up the middle they go. It's Craig. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 for the Niners there, the first down. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that.
Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Bears. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They'll try the right side here with Peyton. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now a give, it's Peyton. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw is Montana. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 34 yards. And the 49ers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. And oh, it's blocked. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there's a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Bears. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked to his progression. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
He's got a man, complete, 20. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. 75 yards.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game.
Robbie Gould to kick it off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now it's Fields.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here's Fields.
Buying time to his left.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
To about the 26 here.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Young looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rice.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Throwing, Young. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
On 2nd down, Montana sliding out of the pocket. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Niners are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
The first throw for the backup, Cutler. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now Cutler on first down. Forced out to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers will take over possession here up at the 44. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day three corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 20. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Operating out of the gun, here's Montana. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Montana. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this hope. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them, not necessarily.
Emmanuel Sanders. Touchdown, Chicago. Emmanuel Sanders, 79 yards. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know. Just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 9.
Now a give, right side. Craig. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Play action. It's Montana. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Cutler. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
15 yards there for number 15. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Cutler on the move to his left. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
Here's Cutler to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And the Bears are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2nd down and goal. Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. On the give, here comes Peyton. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. On 2nd and goal. Fields to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Emmanuel Sanders, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Throw left side complete. That's Craig.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there. 40 yards.
And the 49ers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
And one last throw here for Fields.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Niners come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week